can't force marriage and children. And if I do, I will be divorced in 6 years, even 4 years, because I'm getting married because it's for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome to our channel.
Hi guys, welcome back to our second episode of Over 25. Let's do that again. Hi guys, welcome back to our second episode of 2022 of Over 25. Woo, woo. Hashtag consistency, hashtag growth. Hashtag growth too.
1 million.
500K.
Our goals are so big. 1 million.
Did you watch our previous
This is a dream for the stars kind of girl. But we're here for it. Today's episode is one of our series. If you've noticed over time, we have a bunch of series. Sometimes we just do regular chit chat, but sometimes we have certain series, or series. So for example, with the boys, that's one of our properties. Mm-hmm. And we have this one, which is what they didn't tell you about such and such. So today we're doing what they didn't tell you.
things they don't
Sorry,
tell you?
things, not what they didn't tell you.
Yeah.
Correction, things they didn't tell you.
Yeah.
So things they didn't tell you about, drum roll, being in a group of friends. Let me tell you guys some history on this topic. We kept pushing it and pushing it and pushing it forward because we're like, guys, we're not ready to discuss these things. We're not ready. Some of us we're triggered.
I need a therapist.
Everyone was like, we need a therapist for this episode. I'm like, we don't need a therapist. We just need to tell people what it is. We don't need. I didn't feel like we needed somebody sitting here and be like, Atina, let us unpack how Ivy has triggered Julia. That's personal. But we could do that. Yeah. We still could.
Our idea.
Oh, yeah. So, because Ivy, your phone is locked, I need you to unlock it. All right, guys. So, another thing I should say is that what really inspired this episode is the messages we used to get kitambo, people asking, how do you guys stay in a group of friends? How do you find friends? How do you, and it's like, we always say we don't know. Honestly, it's like trying to ask somebody who is in a 15-year marriage, how did you find this husband? And it's usually a mixture of luck and opportunity kind of thing. You know, it's like you were here, you met this person, we didn't orchestrate this friendship the way like now when you're older you're really careful about who you have in your friends. You think about who's in your circle. This was just a stroke of good luck and partying in uni. So we decided, because we can't really answer that question, the way we'll go about it is by telling you guys what you don't know about being in a group of friends, because it is beautiful, but it can also be chaotic, especially when you have to work together and people have to be accountable for things. And Shiko's action I cannot move forward unless Shiko has done her part in Over 25. And if she doesn't do, then I can't get mad at her. It's just complex.
It's so complex. You can't come and shout at
I can't come and shout at you, but if you are my employee, I'd be like, listen, you do this again, I'm giving you a warning letter. I can't talk to you like that. So it's usually, let me tell you.
Warning letter.
Yeah, warning letter. Upper we're tightrope. But then we need warning letter. Yeah, for coming late. Anyway, so shall we begin?
Yes.
The first one is, you have to be an active friends and actually make time for friends individually. It's not just we're friends and then it's organic all the time.
Especially when you're all in your own little lives. You see, in uni, we were together.
True.
Yeah, so you didn't have to struggle so much. If we were going to Fifi's, we were all going to Fifi's.
Because we lived
in the same area.
We lived outside campus together.
And our responsibilities were they were not as many. Yeah, so we're all in the same areas. But now, I think like if I don't see you for 2 months, then I can be talking to her and she's like, yeah, by the way, it's Drew, what, Jules did Drew, what, and I'll be like, you mean this is what's happening? Yeah. Things can peter you.
In fact, Over 25 is what allowed us to see a lot of each other.
Yeah.
Because like we've said before, it's not just the 4 of us in Over 25. In like what I mean is that we're a group of friends, which we call ourselves Binti Warembo. We're like 6 or 7, yeah? Yeah. So there's other members in this clique that, for me, if I don't talk to them, we can go 3 months without seeing each other. But it's as soon as, like, for example, Kathy, as soon as we pick up the phone, it's like, it just continues. Like, have you been? Oh, I haven't talked to you for long. It's just like, bro. The other day I went to her house just like that. It's just like talk, and then whew. But that's, I think, how normal friendships are when you're grown up, because you have lives. But you see, us guys work together, so we literally see each other at least 3 or 4 times a week. Honestly, It's a lot.
You see and hear a lot from each other.
Yeah, whether it's online or in person.
How if I see you've gone to Naivasha, I'm like, how did you go? And I didn't know.
And I don't know.
But in real life,
I just saw you.
I'm not supposed to know everything.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to add to that?
I just think the working part, I don't know, for me, the ones who are abroad, man. I miss, for example, Anita really tried to make sure that we have at least a weekly catch up on Zoom. And
Monthly.
It was monthly, a monthly catch up on Zoom. That's the type of work you need to do. Because even if they're not here physically, you still have a connection with them and their lives are still moving. And especially because they're not here with you, I think it's lonelier for them.
Yeah. Even us, it's not at a very old thing, even us at some point in over 25 when the work got too much and got into our heads, we actively had to, we were just fighting. So we actively had to step back and say, okay, perhaps it's that we don't know we need to start having dates, one-on-one dates, so that we get to know each other afresh outside of over 25.
True.
And
But we didn't stick. Did you guys still do individual dates?
No.
I don't think we started it and then it's like we stopped.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think maybe for 2022 we try and do that. Like we book a date.
But I feel like
we were supposed to go for a date for shopping in LC Waikiki.
Okay, we'll go to Mr. Price.
We go to Mr. Price that one and then we go to okay, perfect.
But I think it helped, even just changing our mentality.
Mindset,
It really helped, because I think since then, it's a domain, they're not that crazy. Because it used to be, but like nowadays we're like, we're better.
And the domains are usually associated to work. Guys, before we're 25, we never used to fight. Me, I've always said that.
That's true.
We never fought. But we never fought because we didn't know each other.
Yeah, we didn't know
Like,
each
we
other.
knew each other for almost 10 years.
Yeah,
But
socially.
and having, because that's what friends are. But now you start working with somebody, you're like, Allah,
There's no drink in front of you.
yeah, there's no stolo, there's nothing.
Yeah.
It's just you're talking and it's work, and it's like you have I have a very different working style from Lorna, for example, and I'm just like, but you're my friend, you should know. And it's like, no, actually, she has it's a new relationship now. It's like, hi, my name is I like blue. All right. Another one is something that things you don't know about being in a group of friends is that you have to be okay with the idea that not everybody loves each other equally. There's two people in a group who might be closer. For example, Shiko and Ivy have been best friends even before I started hanging out with them.
Yeah.
And you won't always connect on the same things with everyone just because you're friends.
Yeah.
That's very true. That's very true.
Definitely.
I don't know what to add.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so perfect.
So perfect.
Yeah.
I think it's
And
self-explanatory.
me, what I can add is, yes, we are saying that disparity or that thing is there, but you have to have emotional maturity. I cannot feel bad because Shiko and Ivy have gone to Jewel. Me, I remember, by the way, there's a time in Capital when we just started over 25. Somebody came and asked me, I'll tell you who. She was like, Ati, hey, I saw Shiko, Ati Shiko and you two had gone with the kids somewhere. I don't know if you went to Karura or to maybe it was your sister's house. Ati, I was wondering where you were. Is everything okay? No, she didn't ask if everything was okay. She was just like, hey, I was wondering if things are whatever. It was in context of whatever we were talking about. And I remember just thinking, I saw them, but I didn't think anything.
Yeah.
But now from that day, I was like, should I be thinking?
Should I be
And it's like, I don't think we functioned like that. Like, I won't feel bad if I see Shiko and Lorna on a whatever date they're on, doing milkshake and whatever. Unless I've been feeling isolated. Unless there's an underlying issue. Unless there's a domain that I'm feeling, kuna ganging up, then that will trigger me. Otherwise, I'm so secure in this friendship. Like, in this friendship, I don't need to be told that Ivy is in Shiko's.
Unless it's those ones, or maybe you call and you're like, Ati, what are you up to? Like, oh, we are here, come through.
Yeah.
It won't be a thing of.
But now you see, if there was already a plan and I was not in the plan, then I'll be like,
you'll be like,
why didn't you guys call me? How many times did you guys have to tell me, Julia, it's because we all live next to each other. I was just like, did you Friday evening you do what? Mask date. I'm talking about it so much bitterness. As if I don't do my own mask.
One used to say we
No,
need
makeup.
makeup.
You guys used to come as a unit to me with an idea about over 25. I'm like, this is a discussion has already been made. You guys are telling me and I can't challenge it. So I used to feel like, no. So if I say no, it's like, okay. Now the three of you are like, okay. No. We're not doing that. We're not printing pink t-shirts. Like, whatever.
You know? Also that thing for like people connecting on different levels.
Yeah.
It can't be like we're there together and then me, I'm actively showing Lorna and Julia that this is my best friend. But you must know that it doesn't work
By the way,
you have to be, you know.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Can I tell you guys something?
Yeah.
As much as Shiko and Ivy are best friends, imagine I don't feel. The only time I think I'll be like, any of these are best friends is when maybe I've called Shiko, then Shiko's like, you know, I was talking to Ivy yesterday, and then I call you again, you know, I was talking to Ivy today. So I realized these two talk a lot. But you don't make, honestly, me, I don't feel like, I even feel like I'm close to you in a way that there are things that you can tell me you can never tell Shiko.
That's the connecting on different things.
Things. There are things me and Ivy talk about, I know there's no, and there are things I can tell you.
I love our stories.
Next one. Yeah. So all right.
Yeah.
Get the next one.
See, Ivy will never giggle like that for me.
You know what I'm giggling about.
But you know what?
I know. I just had to. Okay.
You spend a lot of time with each other's significant others. What does that mean? Please expound, Lorna.
I think I'm the subject of this one.
I basically, for example, for me, I'm always at Shiko's house because of Shiko.
Yeah.
But then over the years, like I can actively say I'm also there because of Shi.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like because of all those times we've been together, he has now become a friend of mine.
Yes.
So and even Shiko, like we were just discussing how the other day, me and Shiko can actually say, hey, Shiv is handsome, or she can tell me, hey, D is looking
cute.
so handsome, so cute, and I won't feel anything because I know I'm comfortable enough to have that conversation with her.
Yeah.
So that's
Even telling me, tell Shiv direct. Me say, hey, I like this
Wow.
hairstyle. Unakaa sexy,
Yeah, true.
And it's alright. Yeah. So you, in fact, even to add on to that one, you develop friendships with their significant others. I think even when a significant other is dropped from the situation, it affects the whole friendship.
It does.
It affects the
Guys,
other guys.
it does.
It really does. It really does.
What she means is if Shiko breaks up with Shiv,
Yeah.
and it will never happen. But
It's a family matter.
We are also us. We are broken. It's
Yeah.
separation issues
Yeah.
sometimes.
It's true because you have that kind.
I'm sorry, I'm the one who has had so many exes because I'm still single. I'm sure you guys are talking about me, but I know you're bonded with some of my people, and then I'm like, we're not talking to them anymore.
Sad to see the person go for that
Sometimes
friendship.
we have discussions of, are we going to keep this or?
Just so we are clear, my person,
Yeah.
who was my person, we can still talk to that person, okay?
Okay. Oh yeah, that's what she's even saying. We have conversations.
We can still talk to that person because that person was cool and that person loved you guys very much.
Okay.
And where I figured, I feel like it's okay. Of course, I'll be triggered, but it's not the triggering for I'm in an anxious state. I can see like there's love there. Just I'm telling you on the record.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks for telling us.
Yes. But of course, you give me a heads up. Eh? I can't see
Of
on
course.
IG.
Ati hate you.
No. Communication is important. Just like in polyamorous relationship, you can go and fuck whoever, but you must communicate. So me, that's what I'm saying. Imagine this is a polyamorous relationship with my ex, and you're allowed to hang out with them. Okay. But you must tell me.
But you must
because I don't want the shock.
Okay, me, I don't know if I'll really do it.
Fighting happens! Exclamation mark.
Hey.
We argue, but we don't argue badly. I think we argue kidogo. Like maybe out of 12 months, we maybe argue once or twice the whole year. Or not argue, but like there's
Like a thief. Like a major thief. Yeah.
Like little tips.
Me and you are the only one who'd have we've had a tiff where we were
We
not
tiff all the
talking.
goddamn time also.
But we've never, that was the first and last time we've ever had a tiff where we're not talking to each other for weeks.
That was an argument.
That was
a tiff. A tiff was the one for before the over 25 live. That was a tiff now.
Oh,
Yeah.
when I was just
And
like,
Julie and I are the ones who are prone to these little tiffs.
and it's always just before pressure.
A pressure thing.
Before 10 days.
It's like, Julie and I don't know what happens
I
to
think
our
what we need to do whenever we're doing things before them, we just respect. We just boundaries. Like we stay away from each other because I think we're so sensitive.
Kidogo just for that time.
Yeah, I think we're very
Even that one
sensitive.
was so stressful. Like, you guys, no, just chill.
And my customer could go on us, you know. I was like,
Yeah, but anyway, I think
And it was something so small,
so
babe.
small. What I've learned from our two tiffs is I think you and I have really come a long way in terms of conflict resolution. And something in a group of friends you have to also figure out, not just in your relationship with your boyfriend and girlfriend, figure out a way for conflict resolution. I think even at the time Julie and I even had a safe word for mango. Mango. That was our safe word, mango. Like
you're triggering me.
Yeah, we used to say mango so that we can stop talking, so we don't end up.
That's nice.
Yeah, so find a way to resolve that conflict. So yeah, otherwise, yeah. Have we ever fought like the four of us? Like the way we sing, yeah.
It's only me and you. Me, I've never gotten with anyone else.
Yeah. And the reason now it's being mentioned in the group of friends is because, of course, they're always stuck in the middle.
They're in the middle, yeah.
And then they help us and that type of thing.
Yeah.
In fact, that was like an addition to this.
But we also do have to, some innuendos, especially around business.
Definitely.
On WhatsApp.
Yeah.
On WhatsApp.
Even when
status meetings.
Sometimes. And then it's just the whole thing of video, so I can't see your expression, and I'm like, Ivy, you're testing me.
Why is Ivy
No. I'll just use it as an example.
It's fine.
Sorry. Okay.
Maybe we need our videos on during status.
Yeah,
so
maybe.
not just there.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe we should do that.
It's tones.
Yeah.
And the texting, you see the texting is tones. Like me personally, I don't. And then you say fine. I'm like, me, let me tell you, I'm so sensitive to such passive aggressive. Because now I passive aggressive you back. Yeah. I say noted.
Yeah. You're the queen of passive aggression. She would
Me,
be
that's
for
my
your normal smile. She put the dot and this.
That's my toxic. I need to work on that. Like I see it everywhere. Even I need to work on that. The next one. Group work is hectic.
It is.
Yes, the Jogo agrees. Let me tell you something. Me after TED, I was like, I'm never doing group work with these women because.
And even live was group work though.
Even live was group work.
But it was
small,
better.
small, yeah.
If there was no, we are going in front of a stage. We had to work together at TEDx.
Yeah.
Everyone
Like
had
2
a
months.
literally. And remember at the end, I was like, why am I doing the final draft? Why am I the one directing this? Why am I? I was like, I'm never doing this again. So that's just me.
So we'll pay someone to do it.
Yeah, we should have paid somebody to do it. That Jobo. Actually, we didn't know any better.
Now we know. Yeah.
Group work is not easy. Basically, running a business with your friends is not easy. Running a business with people who are not your friends is easier because there are no feelings, and you can be direct and say things like, "Hey, Maze, you're not pulling your weight." So even if I'm not pulling my weight, there's no way she could come and tell me, "Jules, we don't think you're pulling your weight." But now, how do you communicate that? You still
We just keep following up.
Yeah.
There's no other.
I think it's just there. It's like, babe, have you done this? Babe, I was still looking for you to, So there's a way you'll know you're slacking.
Yes.
But
especially with people who have children and you don't have kids, half the time I'll be honest, I don't understand it. You'll be like, I'm doing this, I'm like, out of sheer ignorance, because I have no idea how it is to have a kid, what happens. I'm like, but you had this time here, but in my head, I know it's different. But in my head, I used to be like, but the kid, like,
that
organization.
That I also really feel. That time I was like, we don't understand. Like, they don't get it.
I also
Plan
never used to
everything to
understand.
a T, and then the smallest thing just comes and even to add on to that, there's a lot of accommodating that's required in a group of friends. Because I mean,
and mother of two.
Yeah, and someone else can have other things going on, but you have to be like, okay, even if it's affecting things in your life, I'm like, all right.
Then the other thing that affects group work is when one feels like they're doing more than the other, and then money comes to play as well. Like, am I going to be paid for this? Am I going to be paid for this? Am I going to be paid for this?
That's
weird.
why I like you, because Ivy says, if I'm doing this, then I think I should be paid more. I'm like, because I can never say it.
And then you're like,
And then I'm like, I agree. But me, I'm not agitated because there's a time that will come, I can't be able to say that. Me, there are times I felt that. Another thing, things they don't tell you about being in a group of friends. You can forget, this is Shiki who said this, I didn't even write it here, but I know it's you. You said you can forget who you've told what. So you're like, I don't know if
I told you.
Yeah.
So that one, you can find yourself talking about something and someone is just like, you didn't tell me.
You didn't tell me. That wasn't me. Especially when the gossip is hot.
Yeah.
And you have to repeat it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's like, okay guys, just sit together. This is what happened.
There's not much to say.
Sometimes I even just tell you, like, can you let Ivy update
Julia,
I don't like those responsibilities because I'm the worst storyteller, honestly.
And
And me,
she kept telling me, okay, Julia can give you this part, can tell you this part nicely.
Yeah.
Julia can give you the flow nicely.
Yeah, me, I can't tell a story chronologically. I'm just like, I give you highlights. Like, these are the highlights of the gossip. Julia and Shiko give you sweet gossip.
It's a storybook.
It's a story from the beginning.
From the beginning to the end.
Actually, and when you're told the last one, it's so diluted. It's just like, and you know, and you look at my summarize here was even juicier than what you did.
Yeah.
They're even like,
Telephone.
not fun.
You're constantly being asked, wow, this is a big one for us. You're constantly being asked, where is so and so? And why didn't this one get the memo?
Oh, God.
So this is for us as a group. Like when, like if me, I go somewhere.
Yeah.
And I bump into, maybe a follower or just somebody I know, even our friend. They'll be like, oh, where can Ashiko? Where's Ivy? It's like, I don't know.
They also
We don't live together.
We're not
so people always think like we're all
quadruplets.
joined at the hip.
I swear.
I think we should leave that in 2021.
Yeah.
Just trust that they're okay where they are.
Yeah. And just because some people are wearing white and others are in black doesn't mean we planned and then someone was not told to wear the white or the black. I mean, like, come on, guys. It's so weird. Yeah. However, I do actually appreciate just the reaction we get when people see the four of us together.
Yes.
It's like, wow.
We don't realize it.
We don't.
And then you go somewhere and it's like, things they don't tell you about being in a group of friends, it expands your networks.
Oof. I think that's one of my favorite things about being in a group of friends. So Julia, for example, Julia knows like half of Nairobi. So when you hang out with Julia, you'll definitely meet new people.
Did you say me?
Yes, you.
Yeah, you'll definitely meet
But yeah, I
new,
think you have
very, very, very cool people. She has the most friends. Julia is like a mayor. I love it. And then she
More than Kathy.
Yeah. And then also, yes.
Kathy
Kathy
has
is a mayor.
this now.
Oh,
She used to be.
Yeah.
Kathy used to be.
Kathy was the mayor of USIU.
Yes, are you?
Try walking with her from class to Fifi.
Yeah.
Okay, I tell her I'll beat you 20 minutes because she has to hug everybody. I'm like, but you saw them yesterday. Why are you hugging again? Just say hi. Just wave. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, because remember you keep friends even from high school, from primary school. That's why you end up meeting some people around you. Shiki, as an introvert, attached to Shiv as the extrovert, Shiv has so many friends. So half the time when we're doing barbecues at Kinashki's, you meet so many people.
First of all, those
and
barbecues,
she has the most white friends.
they are so white. I was just about to say it's such a very interracial.
Like
Your barbecue.
it's so
Very
diverse.
diverse.
It's so diverse. Then Lorna, her family is huge.
Yeah.
And now she's also gonna marry me.
To another big family.
Networks, and of course,
Some of these don't even have a lot of depth to them. They're just really, really funny and really quirky things about being in a group of friends. So some of them are not that deep. So even when you meet us and you ask us, where is Shiko, where is Lorna, we're not offended. We're just saying we don't live together. And also same to PR packages. The next one is that, when sometimes people will send gifts and they're like, where do you live? And I'll give the location of the office or whatever. Zikituamapa or they send for everybody. So I'm like, no, listen, companies out here who are sending PR packages, you must commit to paying for transport for 4 people. We don't live together. And honestly, at least for you guys, you're close to each other. But how do you know Ivy is going to see Shiko? By the time you want this maybe unboxing to be done, it's like we don't live together, guys.
Yeah, or something, it might stay in someone's boot for like a month.
But then it happened.
Yeah, because we'll meet and then we won't remember.
You won't remember.
Or even briefs for work. At least you ask Julia if she's interested. I'm like, call her yourself,
Ask
imagine.
Julia,
Call Julia yourself, please.
Pitch it to me. I will never pitch for me that job that you want the way you would pitch it to me. Yeah. I mean, that job that you want me to take. You move slower, but you get further. I can attest to that because group work is difficult. However, there is no way I would be holding a silver plaque if it wasn't for the group dynamic that we have and the 4 of us. Yes, so it takes long. You pull out your hair one by one when you're doing group work. You're managing your emotions. You learn patience, patience. And it's hard. One of the issues here I can see is that there's no accountability because I can't cause for Shiko or Lorna. You can't do this. Now you get offended. Yet if your boss told you that, you wouldn't be pissed. You'd be like, hey, let me show up. So you move slower, yes. But if you learn how to be efficient, you can move very far in a short period of time. Look how we moved from our 70K to 100K to like 3 months because we really committed
and individually also committing.
Committing to the same thing, And now over 25 is a beautiful character personality of its own that comprises of the four of us. Another one is people comparing you to your friends or pinning you against each other. Yeah. This is something that me and Ivy went through. Yeah. I think when Ivy, I don't know what it was, but I remember my cousin, Cultured Cow, she called me, she's like, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, what's up? Yeah. She's like, you have not seen such and such blogger's page. I'm like, no. So now she sends me screenshots and I'm just like, what? So I called, Ivy, you called me or I called you?
I can't remember.
We spoke though. And I'm like, we did speak. And I'm like, I don't know if I told you this the way I'm saying it now, but I was like, I hope you realize I'm not in competition with you. There was a whole narrative that was put out there. You know, Ivy had she was very strategic with her Instagram that year. And you were like, I want to get to 100K, I want to and me, I was not on that emo. I'm not on that emo. So when Ivy blew up, because you did when Money Monday launched, and we were so happy for you, by the way, we were celebrating 100K.
And that's why we were so happy. Because of Jules.
Yeah, because you might not remember this, but do you remember when you were getting into, you were telling me, you know, I want to start my thing, call it Just Ivy. Like we were discussing when TLC came out, then you asked me, where did you start Tiny Little Channel? And I was like, because I want urgency. I want, now, you know, over 25 became a different thing. Nothing to do with you guys, but now we have to please the audience. We have to please clients. We have to, but now I was like, I can go back to the beginning and curate my own content. And then we started talking, and I was like, Ivy, you're so passionate about money. You can start talking about money in your, not Money Monday is her, but we talk about these things, like we encourage each other. And I remember I was like, maybe that can be your brand identity. The thing is, us behind the scenes, we're talking, but now what that does is that it creates a weird tension. Because so for Ivy to call me to be like, yo, are we cool? I'm like, bitch, we're cool as fuck. I'm happy that you go to 100K, but I wouldn't even know what to do with 100K if you give me 100K now, which was then. Now maybe because I'm mentally and emotionally prepared to deal with 100,000 followers, but at the time it wasn't even in my. I mean, growth is beautiful, guys. But I mean, I was still getting money. I don't know. We were just not on the same page.
I think it was also a time when I was not appearing on many episodes. I don't know what it was, but also this pitting us against each other started a long time ago, and you don't know this. I'm the one who told you, like on YouTube, like if you could see comments, those two alpha females, that's Julie and Ivy. It was always even in the comments, like exactly when we're doing nothing but actually shooting an episode. I don't know why people would feel the need to, you know, pit Julie and I against each other from the beginning. It was so weird. It was so weird. And then also the comparison, man. I don't know. It's weird.
Comparison, yes, that happened to me. There's a troll who I think I blocked eventually, because I never used to block these trolls or like remove them from my comments. I'm like, say what you say, you know. Look at you. Now Lorna is getting married. Shiko is getting a baby. Ivy is what, and you're just here telling us about, I don't know, she said something about my personal content. She's like, of course it's a chick.
Yeah, that's something. Why is it always
you need to style up and wake up and something. I've never forgotten that. So my cousin is one who saw that comment, and it's a guy though. So she's like, you better delete this thing from your page. I'm like, Jerry, people want to talk about that. Talk to me. That's theirs. I'm on my journey. And somebody to be so bitter. Let me tell you, if somebody is already where you guys are, if there's somebody on your level, they can never talk down on me, because they know it's not sheer hard work and they need to make you get married. I can't force a partner. I can't force marriage and children. Nope. And if I do, I will be divorced in 6 years, even 4 years, because I'm getting married because it's for the wrong reason. You get? So, I mean, I remember just thinking the fuck. So I went to this person's page. Of course, it's a troll. There are no followers. I mean, there's no pictures, Nini. And then I ended up blocking him. That was the first time I blocked someone. I never used to block. I used to leave comments there. People talk shit. I'm like, talk shit. I don't give a fuck. But then I was just like, actually, no. I'm not giving you access to me like this. I only have a few points left. These are the funnier ones. You get jealous when they have a new friend or group of friends. Longy longs.
I usually feel like that, especially Jules, because she has so many friends. Okay, like who has recently gotten new friends? Maybe you.
But not recently.
Yeah, but still, when you say you're going to hang out with them instead of us, I'm like, Kwani, actually, Jules has recently you started hanging out with a whole group of friends.
But people you know.
Of the ex.
Yes.
We didn't really know that.
Oh, yes.
You see,
right.
So it's like you had another group of friends, and I was like, kwani tumeisha ladha?
No.
You know,
See,
but I know, but I was still jealous. I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's cute.
Bye.
You're so cute.
Jules even started a whole podcast with her new friend. I was just like, oh,
They're not my new friends.
no, of course we love that. I love seeing my people succeed. But on the friend side, I was like, guys,
you feel
I felt some type of career.
I remember Jules had told us, let's start a podcast.
I did.
Yeah. Then she did it.
I did.
You were like, oi.
I did. Thank you,
Many
Shiko, for
times.
remembering that, because I was feeling like I'm just going to sound
Many
defensive, but I was like, we should do a podcast. We should do a podcast. We should do.
As usual, we just, we're like,
We're just like, yeah.
As Julia said, you move very slow. As we slowed her down, and I love that she moved anyway. Me, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Anyway, IRIP is coming back, guys. They're talking about the It's Related, I Promise podcast. We had some contractual issues, that's why we stopped. Another one is with capital letters and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 40 exclamation marks. FOMO. But I want to join FOMO with another point, which is going to be the closing point. Things they don't tell you about being in a group of friends. Peer pressure.
Yeah.
And me, I put shots inside there. And I'm talking about shots. First Gordon's shots. But maybe come Julia. Maybe I'm telling you. Maybe there are days I'm just sitting. Maybe I'm even reading the Bible. Shots! And I will partake in the shorting of the shots.
Hey, but the FOMO can be way.
And FOMO
I don't
can
even
be
watch your stories when, like, if guys are out. And I just don't watch your stories.
Because
I'm not going to.
With
It's
the
just gonna
COVID,
make
I
me
just
feel so
returned.
stressed.
I
Yeah.
felt it in
I
December.
want to be there.
When I got to Marion in December.
Oh, when you got COVID.
Wait. Yeah, it was a week when many things were happening. We were meeting the doctor.
yeah.
It was that week.
Yeah.
We had many things.
Basically, what we're saying is we wouldn't have it any other way.
Yes.
I'd rather be having fights about
Thank good times.
yeah. I'd rather be like, let me tell you, I was so let me tell you, I was like in my feelings. I'm like, Shiko and Lana have not, and Ivy have not come to visit me. My other friends, when I moved out, have come to this house. People have not come. Then, of course, Ivy came. She called her Jakuja. Anyway, I know you guys, because she kept on telling me, we have to come to your house. We have to come to your house. And I was like, enye.
Babe, have you talked to her? Have you talked to her?
So when Lorna came, as in, I don't know which friend, because I already had friends in the house that night. Remember, we were having drinks. Then you called me at like 10:30 p.m. Like, Jules, send me a pin. And one of my friends who was there that night was like, we've never seen you so excited. I was like, guys, Lorna is coming. I even started doing that thing for jumping like this. And I was like, I love my friends, man. I was ukweli.
Yeah.
We were chilling, having a good time. We'd got food, I'd cooked. Guys are chilling. Guys were, in the drinks. Yeah. And then Lorna just calls me. She's like, send me a pin. Look where you guys reached. I'm there looking pin. I'm like, estimation from Kathy's to Julia's house. About 15 minutes. I had the bell. Bruh. Yeah, no, I love. Love you too.
There's something we've not said about being a group of friends. I don't know. I don't know. It's part of the peer pressure. No, I don't think so. It's like if we go out and
I forgot to say that one. Yes.
One person is like offended by someone or something. If it's the four of us, we won't ask questions. We will all attack. Like it's our girl. She's in trouble. We need to fucking save her and that type of thing. I really like that group dynamic.
Even something. I need to leave this place.
We all go.
We all have many questions.
Yeah.
Many questions.
The ex is here.
My ex is coming.
We go.
Okay.
We go.
Let's go. Bill.
Actually, there's one more point which I've realized I skipped. Yeah, is that Shiko had said this, is that when we go out, sometimes we forget to interact with other people.
Yeah.
We are lost in our friend bubble.
Yeah.
Which is not such a good thing sometimes.
That's true.
Because someone comes there like, hi, and we're just like, hi.
Anyway, so another one. Splitting bills after you paid, like we've eaten or drunk somewhere. You guys.
We all need to download Splitwise.
Oh, there's an app for
There's an app.
But then you still have
But then you have to input every single time.
That's a calculator. A calculator does that.
No, but I don't know how many. First, we drink the same
Why can they
drinks.
separate our drinks?
We can be drinking the same drink, so now it's just written there. 15 whatever tequila,
whatever
it is, whatever the drink
Yeah.
is. 15 of them, so we're like.
How many did you have? We had 3.
You can't even remember past
Sometimes it's not divisible by 4.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
But I see that's so
mess.
tedious. Like every time at Nimekunywa shot, you go and key in.
We have to.
No,
Is it better than to go home driving and then you think, fuck, I paid for 20 shots. First of all,
we don't drink and drive in this group. Let this be clear. No one is drinking, going home driving.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, no, I think bars and restaurants, they need to be okay when we tell them split the bill, because some of them are resistant.
Yeah.
Do you know one day what I did? I said, okay, you go and sit there, you go sit there, me sit there. Now we are separate. Give us the bill. Why must you give us the bill together?
That's funny.
I'm like, yeah, you can't split the bill.
Yeah.
Maybe we just joined tables because there was no space anywhere.
Yeah.
So some outlets, there are outlets which will split, but it's like, oh, we have to go split.
It's not like you're saving
Split,
trees. We
split
know
the
that's
bill,
not your cause.
or another easier way to do it is kind of pay as you go. So if you've been there for an hour, pay for the drinks at the hour.
At least the first
then you start afresh. I usually feel like that's a bit easier.
Yeah. You know what I've realized? Probably they do that because it's easier to get a surplus. You get?
Oh, when we are all just
Yeah, so they can be like, okay, wamelipa extra,
they lie.
So they or even to hide the drinks in katikati.
That's
Actually,
true.
it must be a tactic.
If you've had 12,
For pilferage,
13, 14,
Yeah.
and then now we are the ones trying to figure it out.
but yeah, man, it's ridiculous. But I should download your nini and try.
it's not necessarily for, you don't actually, anyway, just download Splitwise. It's good for like if you're going on a trip or if someone has spent like 30K buying stuff for like the group and then later on you guys need to figure out how to, it comes in very, very handy.
Okay.
Okay. All right, guys, that marks the end of this episode. We hope that you have gotten some insight into what it is to be friends in a group.
Yeah.
This group specifically. As per usual, if it's your first time here, please remember to subscribe to our channel over here.
It's free.
It is free. Give this video a thumbs up if you've liked it. Leave a comment with your opinions, feelings, and sentiments about being in a group of friends. If you just liked the video, leave a comment with a heart and share with whoever you feel may benefit from this fun, light-hearted conversation. And as per usual, we see you next time. Bye.
Wait, hold up. Guys, our Encarta watches
Oh, yeah.
are about to sell out completely. So if you haven't bought a fucking watch, do it now. Otherwise, I don't know when you'll be able to buy
They
it.
can go to the website.
Yes. Yeah.
Encarta website. Go and tap on the tab series.
Yeah.
Then under series, you'll see over 25. So then you'll get the over. We have 7 watches and we've got very few left.
Yeah.
Congratulations, ladies.
Congratulations, ladies.
Selling out your watch collection.
Yeah.
Good one
And thank
for
you,
January.
Encarta, for an amazing partnership that was. Yeah.
For sure.
All right, now for the second time. We'll see you back here next time. Bye.
Over 25, subscribe.